fingertips. Don't be afraid to turn your fingertips out a little bit. This will help allow your elbows to draw inward. And then slowly bringing your body up, draw your eye gaze up. Breathing in through the nose and out. Notice where your shoulders are. Your shoulders should not be your earrings, so make sure your shoulders are down. And then exhale, slowly lowering down. And then when we're ready, we're going to take ourselves into either half bow. So Dhanurasana, we're taking the right leg back or the left leg back, whichever feels more comfortable for you. And bring the other hand forward. Take a look forward. If you do have a mirror at home, I want you to see if that knee is back behind you. You should not be able to see the knee in that mirror if you're using a mirror. All right, and then slowly when you're ready, lifting the leg, feeling the hip still pressing down into the mat. Utilize the other leg as your support system so that you're not lifting over to the side or pushing to one side. Release that leg, and let's do the same on the other leg. All right, deep breath in. We push into the body, keeping that shoulder from coming up, and then lifting in that opposite leg. And now just taking a moment and asking yourself if you'd like to do both, reaching back and grabbing hold of both legs. If this doesn't feel right for you or natural for you, just extend the legs back and extend the arms. So you're doing a variation of locust pose. Make sure we're not constricting in the neck, please. Keep the neck nice and long and reach through the toes, and we can be doing the same pose here. Again, if you want to advance it, you want to take it a little bit further, making that little challenge into your quadriceps, getting a little deeper back bend, pulling back on the legs. From this pose, let's take it back into down dog. Okay, Adho Mukha Savasana. Again, cycling out the legs, just pressing into one heel and then the other, just releasing any pressure we might be feeling in our low backs. And then let's walk ourselves to the back of our mat and hang out in our forward fold. Now, really important when we're in our forward fold, our body's not rounding like this. We want to really get that back to flatten. So extend through the back of the body, and then hinge down. Let your rib cage touch to the thighs. And then if it's attainable, straightening out the legs. But if your legs move away and your rib cage is no longer touching, it's more important to bend into the knees and let your rib cage and thighs connect, because that'll take pressure off of your low back. All right. Sides of our toes are just touching, keeping the heels separate. And then slowly coming up, bringing the arms up, and then elbows to bend. We're finding ourselves in eagle's pose. Now, I'm a true believer of coming up off the mat. So if you're the same as me, go ahead and step all the way back until you're off your mat. And again, I do recommend having a mirror at home to do the eagle's pose, or finding something on the floor that you can keep your gaze fixed to. Lifting in that right heel when you're ready and crossing. The top of the back of your hamstring needs to meet the top of your thigh, and stay here if this is enough for you. If you're ready to go a little further, you can wrap that foot around the back of the calf muscle. And then when you're ready, we're taking the same hand. So the leg that's on top is the arm that's going underneath. Find the elbows to meet. First variation, find your shoulders. Stay here if this is enough. If you know that you have a constriction or maybe you've got some big, large muscles, okay? Otherwise, finding those hands meeting. And then you want that focus forward. So if your hands are in your face and you can't see, move them either side of the face or go into thinking man's pose. Begin to hollow the body without pulling the shoulders up. And sinking from the tailbone, really important. As you sink down, lead the right elbow or the top elbow to the top of your thigh. Get hollow through your spine. Now, when you're in the position of the pose, we want to make sure that our head is not dropping, because we'll drop. So allow yourself to drop from your tailbone. Let your body get tiny and then hollow. When you're ready, so we're going to stay in that pose. I'm going to spin around to face to you, towards you again. Okay, when we're ready, we're going to slowly come up together. Let's lead our elbows first. That's going to stretch out through the thoracic, through the back of your shoulder blades. And then let's take that leg wide of our mat. Take the arms out, and then open the chest up. Just like an eagle spreading its wings. This is moksha, freedom, liberation. Good. Exhale, bringing our hands to meet back at the heart center. And let's finding that eagle pose on the other side. So sinking into our chair pose. Sending your cowboy surrender or cactus tree arms out. Leading your leg across. Okay. And then taking that foot across if it feels right. Moving it right underneath. Hands find one another. Exhale, begin to sink down. Hands go underneath the chin. Get hollow. Use your breath. Good. Slowly sending it up. Just like an eagle stays focused. Keep your focus. Draw the elbows up. Opening the foot out to the side. Opening the heart up. Feeling yourself free. Hope. Sending in energy. Freedom. Hope. Bringing in that word today. Hope. Let's step back to the top or to the back edge of our mat. We're going to move into our forward fold and walk ourselves back out on our mat. Walk yourself back out onto your mat. Find a plank pose. Lowering slowly down. Inhale, honor your body with a full breath in here. And exhale, lengthen back. Walk, step, hop, or float your feet forward to the top edge of your mat. And let's settle onto our mat here. Let's bring ourselves down. Again, I'm just turning to the side so you can see what it is that we're doing. And I'll walk you through those whole poses. We're going to grab hold of the sides of the leg and do a yogic roll down, so slowly lowering down vertebra by vertebra. Walk your feet wide to the side seams of your mat. So again, the feet should be meeting the side seams of your mat as you lower down, and then drop the legs over to one side. So your ankle should not be meeting your knee. So your legs are wide, and then drop over. The outside leg, so inside knee is falling to the floor. Take that outside leg, bring it up and resting on the thigh. Getting a nice stretch here. Should be feeling this through the top of the quad into the hip flexor. If you do decide you want a little bit more with this stretch, bring that foot up and hand meets the ankle. That'll drop the knee a little bit closer to the floor. And releasing that foot from the top of the thigh. Dropping it over to the other side now. You can reach down and find that ankle, bring it closer in. It's going to get a deeper quad stretch. Bring your outside foot on top of that thigh. Removing the foot, bringing it back to center. There's no inversions today, so we're going to end with just one nice, easy twist. So that was a nice, easy twist for our QLs, or the muscles that support our low back. If we're ready to do a little bit deeper twist, and again, if you're pregnant, I would avoid doing this twist. Right leg over left, arms go out to your side. Press into your bottom foot. It'll lift your hips just slightly and drop over onto the hip that you're turning towards and twist. So your top leg takes you over to the other side of the room. Enjoy turning your palm facing up, and this is going to increase the stretch through your pectoral muscle and your shoulder. Look over the opposing side so you'll get that nice side stretch. If you haven't already, the eyes are closing. You can just follow along with my cueing once you've seen it a couple of times and then you get comfortable with the practice. This is our core flow at Pure Zen. slowly coming back to center. Let's lift the back. Make sure you're neutral in your pelvis before you go to the other side. Take the leg across. So same thing as eagle's pose. The back of your thigh, or the back of your hamstring meets the top of your thigh. Push into that foot. Lift the hips slightly and exhale, twist. Let your hand hook the hamstring. That'll take a little bit weight over. Turn the palm facing up again and look over that shoulder. Anchor the shoulder down. Relax the jaw, relax the facial muscles, and deep into the twist. You'll often hear me talk about our bodies are kind of like our kitchen cloth, you know, the one that washes all of our dishes, and it's kind of full of all of that yucky stuff that was on our dishes. That's what our bodies are like. We absorb everybody's thoughts and all of our own as well. But we gotta wring them out. So our body is holding all of this trauma and all of these stresses. So everybody needs to twist. Everybody needs to wring it out. And then send fresh water back into our bodies. Fresh breath. Slowly, let's come back to center. Bring the knees into the chest. Rock 1/4 of an inch on either side of the spine. And then we're going to prepare our bodies for Shavasana. Just extending one leg out and then the other, and allowing your arms to lay flat to your mat, please. I'm going to talk you through this one. As you're laying comfortably on your mat now, if you do happen to look up at your screen, you'll notice there's just a mat there and just this studio presence. Please follow along as you hear my voice. Relaxing into your feet, relaxing into the sides of your legs, the backs of your knees, relaxing the tops of your thighs. Relaxing your low back. Making every effort for the breath to come into the belly, filling the belly full. And then releasing the breath, letting it take with it any extra stress, tension, or fear. Fill the breath back up into the sides of the rib cage, feeling this expansive breath serving your whole body, mind, and spirit. Exhale, releasing this breath out. On your next breath, breathe into your heart, feeling all the truth and healing that goes on within the heart. Sending another breath out and sending messages of love and kindness to everyone around the world. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms, relax your fingertips. Feel your facial muscles relaxing, your jaw relaxing. The eyes no longer heavy. Let the backs of the eyes relax. The temples, the crown of your head. Feel the hair on your head. More space. Your ears, truly listening to the world around you. With a full and complete heart, take another deep breath in. Cleansing breath out. I share with you tonight a reading that was in my journal not but more 3 weeks ago, as I came back to my homeland in Canada. My husband and I flew home from Bali, where the struggles of the COVID-19 virus was starting to give way to the world, and fear became present. Everyone in the airport wearing masks, everybody being more vigilant about not sharing handshakes, hugs, and even smiles. This saddened my heart. But I was happy to be home to an amazing place. As we came home to Vancouver, hopped into our Jeep, and drove down the road back to our home. We stopped along the way to this little town in British Columbia. This little town that runs along the highway, and the day was clear and blue. My husband and I pulled the Jeep to the roadside just to stop and stare at what a beautiful world we live in. And the air was so clean. And this little city felt light, airy, and buoyant. The city's name was Hope. We pulled into this little cafe and had an amazing breakfast and coffee. We didn't stay long. We didn't need to. But we did need to drive by, and we did need to pause through for a moment to remember and cherish our journey. Hope. This little city reminded me, amongst the chaos, of hope. It's airy, calm, and simple. Simply clear, light. And our hearts and our souls need a good glimpse of this every so often, just to keep us going. Even those times when we can't have what we want, we can be open to seeing its light shining in all directions. Like this wonderful little town that helped us find our way home. So I'm sending a message to everyone in the world, sending you hope. If you're in your Shavasana still, please just making your way slowly up into a seated, comfortable position. Just bringing your hands to meet at the heart center. We'll close our practice today with a 6,000-year-old peace chant, one of my favorites. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. The simple translation is, may the whole world attain peace and harmony, love and hope. Satnam. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me. Have a great rest of your day. And if it's your evening, have a wonderful sleep. Thank you.